It's time for our next Disney World staycation.
Yeehaw edition. Oh, they're all having a good time at the fort.
Well, howdy, ma'am fam. It is time for our next staycation, and we are here at Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. And no, we will not be camping.
We will not be camping.
We are going to be staying in one of the newly renovated cabins.
We are going to bring you with us to do some of the fun recreation activities they have at this resort. Check out the brand new DVC Cabins. Go to the Hoop Dee Doo.
Ooh.
So let's giddy up.
Nice.
I love it. I'm fully embracing this.
Heck yeah.
Big thank you to our friends at DVC Rental Store for sponsoring this video. We will get into how much we saved on our cabin in a little bit, but for now, we got to get our golf cart, y'all. Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground is an almost opening day resort. It did open in 1971, just a little bit after Walt Disney World itself, making it just over 50 years. And yes, you can go camping here. You can rent a campsite and pitch a tent if you'd like, or you can bring in a camper. And then additionally, they have these beautiful cabins, which like we've said, recently got renovated and are now run through Disney Vacation Club. But don't worry, anybody can still book one. This resort is huge and offers a wide variety of recreation. You can do archery, you can go on trail rides, you can go on pony rides, you can go fishing, you can go kayaking, canoeing. There's all sorts of fun to be had at the fort, plus a lot of fun dining options. I haven't stayed here in a long time, and I'm really excited to explore and check out some of what this resort has to offer.
Now this resort is huge. So big in fact that they have an internal bus loop to take you to various locations throughout it, like the Hoop Dee Doo Revue or the other campground neighborhoods. But it's far more fun to rent a golf cart and drive that around during your stay. Now I called in and booked our golf cart before our stay, and it runs between $65 and $85 a day depending upon the season. And I'm very excited to take this little baby for a spin. Early on our jaunt through the campgrounds, we got a text that our cabin was ready, so here we are, and I have to say, I really like the look of these new cabins on the exterior. They look really nice.
Yeah, they're all different kind of like rustic shades of tans, blues, greens. I'm excited to see the inside.
I love this little outdoor patio section that's sort of raised up. You have a large table and then two sitting chairs here.
There's also a grill at each of the cabins, so if you want to do burgers or s'mores or whatever, you can.
Here we go. Let's see the new rooms.
Ooh!
Oh, we are so fancy.
Lamb thing. These are so cute. Wow. These are a totally different feel than they used to be.
Yeah, this is, the other ones felt like super rustic.
Yeah, these are like glamping. I feel fancy. It's giving the cabin at Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
I think I love it, but we gotta explore everything. Oh my gosh, I think it's oh my god, look at the Chippendale. I think I love it. I think not everyone loves it because it's like too fancy. Some have said I've seen where it's like they preferred the older version, but I'm loving this.
I think this is an upgrade. It's fine to upgrade like this.
Okay, let's get our bearings and then we'll do a rapid fire room tour. All right, we have thoroughly explored, so let's do a little rapid fire cabin tour, starting with the living room area. How's that chair?
Very comfortable. I can do a lot of sitting and contemplating here.
We love that. Here in the seating area, you've got a couple of different chairs. You've got this couch, which is going to convert into one of the beds. These cabins sleep 6. You've got the newer TVs, but I want to draw your attention to one, this adorable detail on the curtains of Chippendale, and 2, the magic that happens when you push this button, automatic blinds. Down, oh my gosh, the ones up here and the one in the kitchen window are going down, and then, oh, we're good. We can stop them, move them back up. It's magic. Also, dads, here's your thermostat.
It really does affect the way the light is in this room.
How's that couch?
Very comfortable.
And it's gonna be a bed, but behind Alan is this adorable painting canvas of Mickey and Pluto checking into Fort Wilderness, and it's so cute. In your footstool or seating, you've got extra bedding right there. Oh, they're all having a good time at the fort. Alan has seamlessly pulled down the pull-out here, and look how cute the artwork is. It's got Chippendale and Mickey and Pluto, and they're having a nice time, and they're sleeping by the campfire. See ya in the morning. This whole thing is adorable. Wait, Alan, hit that light.
Alan, hit the lights.
The switch on the wall beside you. Hurry. You nailed it.
Yeah, very seriously here, okay.
That was quite a thud.
Yeah, it hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. It didn't feel great. Maybe don't twist the neck upon impact. You know, this is a hardy and firm mattress, but I don't hate it. 5 out of 10.
Better than an average pull down.
That's true. Normally pull downs are a punishment for the folks you don't like in your family. In-laws maybe. Or that suspect uncle. But this one, it's not bad.
Here is your next bedroom where the rest can sleep. You can put 2 on this queen full somewhere in there. And then you've got bunk beds. You're definitely sleeping the right way.
Yeah. Also 5.5.
Oh, more comfortable.
Yes.
Do you fit?
Do I fit?
Try not to put your feet on it.
Kinda.
All right, well, if you're 6'5", 6'4", maybe these will be a little small, but I think most people can fit. Still, oh, it's like a little camping lantern. And here's Donald Duck sleeping. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Still a 5 after you've gotten in properly? It's 5.5.
You gotta sink a little bit into it. 6. I'll revise. 6.
Okay, I do really like this mural that goes all the way to the tippy top. Who's sleeping up there? Oh.
Also a 6.
And you don't fit in that one quite either.
Nope, not really. Must be a little dingle dangle.
That's okay. Oh my gosh! The paddles are the characters.
Yeah.
I just figured that out. That one would be Donald. That one would be Mickey. This one would be Pluto. Done some Googling, and that is the date that the cabins opened in 1971. So again, shortly after the Magic Kingdom on October 1st, that same year. This is going well.
Haha! Clearly built for someone of my size.
Here you have a dresser, another TV, a little like pseudo closet number where, oh my gosh, look, Chip and Dale are storing all their acorns. This is too cute. And you've got extra pillows and blankets. What's our rating here?
7.5.
Ooh, so this is the most comfortable bed. Take note, everyone. I love the Chip and Dale carvings kind of out of the wood above the bed. And then this cutie patootie little sign with all these different postcards for different things you can do at Fort Wilderness, like rent a bike, make s'mores, go fishing, bullseye at archery, go to Tri-Circle D Ranch, wish you were here at River Country, RIP. Dads, bonus thermostat. Now across the way here you have your bathroom. First of all, another adorable piece of art with Chip and Dale doing archery. And you have this beautiful, quite large bathroom in here where you've got a nice walk-in shower. Now I'm not sure if we have an accessible cabin or if all the bathrooms are like this, but we definitely have an accessible bathroom right here because we've got the seat and the shampoo and conditioner, definitely not H2O products lower. So I'm thinking we have an accessible cabin, which may also mean that our bed is possibly lower than a standard cabin. We've also got the royal throne right here. More cute artwork, but this time the different characters are being represented in different buoys. So you've got Daisy, Goofy, Minnie, Mickey, Pluto, Chip and Dale, Donald, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And then our full vanity situation right here. Lots of illuminated mirrors, lots of natural light in this cabin everywhere. You've got a vacuum, dustpan, iron. Well, it's pretty good. Looks long, has a diffuser, seems powerful. I'm gonna give this one an 8.
Nice.
Which leaves us with the kitchen, which has this cute dining room table with 4 chairs. And as the person who can't cook, I don't know that I should be the one exploring the kitchen. Alan, please.
First of all, full fridge and freezer for all of the cooking you might like to do, or storage for leftovers during your stay. A lot of folks do like to do grocery delivery or bring groceries while they're staying here so that they might supply their own food during their vacation. So you got a fridge and freezer to do that. Full stovetop range and oven. So much cooking can be done here. You don't have to bring your pots and pans though, because those are also provided there in that cabinet over there. Measuring and mixing implements, cutting boards and pans. Here you have cups, mugs, plates, glasses, additional cooking implements you've got. So if you want to make lemonade or another Kool-Aid beverage, strainer, toaster for those of you who are retired, dishwasher for those of you who don't want to wash dishes manually, items for coffee making.
Here's all the items for the dishwashing, by the way.
Big sink.
With a disposal.
True. Coffee maker.
Nice coffee
various
maker.
Sizes. Microwave. Trash can hidden away, along with recycling. Silverware. Cooking implements. And your pots and pans.
So that is a look at these new cabins. I'm loving the natural light. Like I was saying, I love that there's windows everywhere. I love the high ceilings with the beam. I just think they're so welcoming and bright. And I know the question, how much did this cabin cost? Rack rate through Disney tonight, which is a random weeknight in October, it would have been $620 for the night. But thank you again to DVC Rental Store. It was $440 for tonight, which is about a $200 savings. We'll get into a little more of that in a bit, but for now, I think we have some exploring to do. So we're driving around. We're gonna do a little more of this tour. Oh no. Construction traffic only. We don't 100% know where we're going, but it says if we go that way, that would be a felony. And if you've learned anything from our podcast, kids, it's that petty crime is fine, but felonies are not. So we're not going to commit a felony.
No crime.
No crime.
Zero crime.
You know, loose, allegedly. But we're going to talk a little bit more about Fort Wilderness as we drive about. Here we go, do-si-do. Come on, baby, let's go.
No.
Cadillac, blackjack, baby, they spit out, gonna boogie. So around Fort Wilderness, there are 2 pools, as well as a dog park, bike trails, kayaks, canoes, archery, horseback riding. Unfortunately, the trail rides are not happening right now because they're still doing construction on some of the cabins. So I would have made us do a trail ride, but you can still go see the horses, which we're obviously gonna do. There is merchandise locations, there's multiple places to dine, there's a campfire, there is so much to do at this resort. If you are staying here, you absolutely need to have at least one resort day, because there is just a whole hootenanny worth of good times to be had.
Hootenanny.
A hootenanny, I said. Now, I would say the worst thing about this resort is how big it is from the context of, like, if you're trying to go to the parks, it's not as convenient as some other resorts because there's the internal bus loop that you'll need to take to get back up to the front and then take the bus to the different parks from there. Oh look, here's one of the pool areas we're passing right now. So over here you can see you've got a playground, a volleyball, pool. This is the meadow recreation area, yeah. This is where the campfire is, tennis courts, all kinds of shenanigans to be sure here at the fort. Bike barn left, Alan.
Left the bike barn.
Left for the bike barn.
Just shouting left.
Hello.
They said howdy.
They said howdy. The cast members said howdy. The cast members seem very happy to be here, by the way. It's like a nice place to work, I bet. Especially, we've waited to do this staycation until it wasn't so hot because these cabins first unveiled themselves in the summer and we were like, pass. Look at this. You can have a barbecue out here.
You have a bride.
Look how cute the pool is. Now, the last thing I'll say about transportation as we're headed to the bike barn is there is a boat to Magic Kingdom. So that is the most convenient park to get to. You are technically in the Magic Kingdom resort area when staying here. Not only is there the boat to Magic Kingdom, but you can also rent a boat if you'd like. You can take a boat out on the waterways here near the Magic Kingdom and drive around. You can also have someone take you on a boat to watch the fireworks if you want to reserve a private fireworks cruise. Also, fishing. So much to do on the water.
As we were walking, making our way to find a canoe rental, we also found this mining sluice. Molly desperately would like to live her mining and prospecting days. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. You get real gemstones in your hands. I believe that we would have to go to Meadow Trading Post to get the bags of those gems. Meadow Trading Post is one of 2 merchandise locations here at the resort because it is just so large. As far as the merchandise goes here at this resort, you're going to find sort of the standard merchandise distribution. You've got Parks Fair, the annual collection, so for this, the 2024 collection, some plushes, puzzles, etc., as well as some specific Fort Wilderness Resort and campground items. And I should note that it also has a DVC selection because this is now a DVC resort property. And you will also find a fairly robust section of snacks, grocery-like items, beverages, etc. that you can take back to your room. Because remember, you've got a fridge and full pantry-like area for storage. And Molly has found the pumpkin spice coffee that we're going to take back to the room. Okay, that makes sense.
There's actually a pretty large selection of Fort Wilderness exclusive stuff, so let's take a look-see. It's all really, really cute. You've got this baseball style tee, fishing hat, mug. Now this photo holder is Wilderness Lodge themed, but it's here. Wooden corksicle, different wooden corksicle, sign, Tervis, frame, knick-knack, towel, very cute tote. That would be great for picnics. Magnet, playing cards, ears, Christmas ornament. Look at Mickey camping. Different Christmas ornament. Socks, long sleeve, button-down jacket, almost, but it's more of a shirt. It's a light jacket. Small human t-shirt, sweatpants, larger human t-shirt, more of a ladies' cut, but anyone can live their dreams. And a ringer tee that is giving Camp Walden from the Lindsay Lohan version of The Parent Trap. I kind of want these socks. Like, look how cute Chip and Dale are in their little campfire outfits. I can't wait to see them later. In the corner, I found another Fort Wilderness item. It's a spare tire cover. I bet this is the only resort that sells such a thing. Oh, and we have found a large section of like camping / barbecue needs, including charcoal and stuff you might need for your camper. A lovely cast member, Shania, that we actually need to get the mining things at the bike barn. Which is where we're headed next. Additionally, we had to buy coffee and then a candle, and
It was teakwood and willow.
it had Mickey on it. So, don't trust us going into a merch shop.
That's true.
I've never been more upset than I am right now knowing that next week for Halloween, they're doing a pet parade, and there are best Disney themed pet, best costume, and best in show. And I would rather watch that. I can't even tell you how much I'd like to do that. But alas, we are not here for that. Okay, so we wanted to go canoeing.
True.
Well, Alan wanted to go canoeing.
I did want.
Alan loves canoes.
You know me.
He's Ron Swanson, basically.
I have a deep love of the canoes.
But unfortunately, the water level is low, and there's still some debris in the water from the hurricane that happened like a week ago. So the canoes and kayaks are unavailable right now. But instead, we really are going to go mining for gemstones.
We shall instead be prospectors.
Okay, here's some of the gemstones we could find, and I'm on the hunt for shark teeth, obviously.
There you go. Now start prospecting. Oh,
Look at all these gems.
Oh my goodness.
I don't see any shark teeth yet. This is useless. There's gold in them hills, prospector.
Whoa! It's a miner's life for Molly.
I feel like I'm in Alaska. That'd be looking for gold. Well, that's a big one.
What is that?
Look at this.
Huge.
Okay.
Geode.
Wow, I bet that's real.
Yes, it is. Frame them probably.
Frame them?
Yeah.
I think we could put it in a vase.
Now wait a minute.
It seems like part of a shark tooth.
Part of a shark tooth, yeah.
But I want a full one. That's a ray tooth.
Oh, interesting.
This one.
A seasoned professional hand on this.
There's some gold in that one.
Ah, yes. The mollusk. A snail.
That's a shark tooth?
Yeah.
Let's put it down.
Treasures. Now Molly is driving.
Whee!
It's going well. Oh, we had to stop our rendition of Gallivant for social.
Gallivant!
Gallivant! To stop by the dog park because look at it. It's so cute where the puppers can come and hang out. Pluto's hosted dog park.
The Wagon Trails dog park.
I'm deceased.
That's so cute.
Oh my goodness.
Kronk would hate this.
He would, what?
I don't think Kronk would like this. Kronk would be, I think, a little overwhelmed. There's a playground here too.
He would be a bit overwhelmed,
Don't
that's
film
true.
the kids, that's weird.
Yeah, we're not gonna, nope, we're not filming children. That is weird.
I don't know. We've thought about bringing Kronk on staycations before, but Kronk has anxiety, which is relatable content, and I just don't know how he would do.
It's true.
We might do one where we focus on Kronk.
Do a full
Like-
Kronk stake. That way, once we've already captured all of the amenities the resort has to offer, you can look at it through Kronk's eyes.
Yeah, because if we're gonna come to Fort Wilderness, it would be mean to leave Kronk in the cabin while we're at Hoop Dee Doo and at checking out the horses and doing and the campfire and all the things. But if we do a Kronk themed video, Kronk will be the star.
100%. And it will be, you know what, I'm not here to promise anything, but maybe more than one resort.
Wow.
Whoa.
Maybe Disney versus Universal Kronk throwdown.
Oh, that's Kronktastic.
Alan, we gotta go right. Stick your hand out. Give us the old golf cart signs.
Yep. Now, Molly, you have to get between this post.
I can do it.
You're now on the wrong side of the road.
That's fine.
Yep, here we are.
It's all good.
You're doing great.
Woo!
Now get on the right. There we go.
Flying now.
Okay.
Woo!
And now we've entered the spot that I have been waiting with bated breath to see, and that is Molly parking this cart.
I'm gonna go over here where there's no one.
That, I think that is a
Look
good
at how
idea.
they
Less
decorate
pressure.
their
Oh, that's so
car
cute.
up. This is so fun.
I love that. Kudos to you, cart decorating people. We don't know you, but you did great. Brilliant. Oh, you're backing in. Oh.
You know, I haven't backed up a vehicle without a backup camera in a long time. I'm surprised I haven't hit anything yet. We made it safely, thanks to my impeccable driving. Definitely no close calls with any poles. And welcome, friends, to the settlement. This is like the main area of Fort Wilderness. If you are only coming as a guest to Fort Wilderness for dining or something, this is probably where you've been, because you've got Pioneer Hall here, which is where Hoop Dee Doo is, Trails End, the restaurant, Crockett's Tavern, the lounge. This is also where you're going to catch the boats to Magic Kingdom. Additionally, this is where you're going to find things like the carriage rides, similar to the ones we did at Port Orleans Riverside. They also do wagon rides, and they do seasonal things as well with the different horses. But we are headed to Tri-Circle D Ranch, which is where all the horses live. Anyone can come visit Tri-Circle D Ranch. This is where, again, all the horses live, as well as a very cool piece of Disney history I'm excited to check out. And you can't, like, feed the horses or anything, but you can look at them and they're all pretty, and I can see some getting baths right now, and I'm as a horse girl, I'm living, and I'm a little sad the trail rides weren't available because of the cabins being under construction. They don't want to spook the horses while you're out on the trail, but I think when those come back, we may have to do a trail ride. Yeah, no trail rides and no canoes, which, you know, we're still having a great time, but there's so much to do here, you can't do it all in one stay regardless.
True.
I looked into the pony rides, but we're about, 25 years too old and a significant number of pounds too big.
Yeah, those poor ponies.
We couldn't.
We could not.
Literally couldn't.
I know Molly is living her best horse girl life right now, but I'm here with a singular mission, and that is to find the horse who gave us the carriage ride through Port Orleans Riverside and French Quarter, and his name is Jet, and he is a king. We have found Jet's stall update. Jet,
He could be
the percheron, he might be getting a bath right now.
Or he could be out giving carriage rides.
Also could be doing that. But this is Jet's home, the percheron. We've been seeing all of the horses. We have Red, Prince, this is Dragon, which let's talk about how cool of a name that is for a horse. Dragon's abode. Dragon was also another one of the horses that was giving carriage rides at Port Orleans. We have confirmed that Jet is indeed getting a bath and living his best life.
He's so handsome. He's gonna be all clean. Look at him, what a good boy.
What a good buddy.
He's getting all
Very
oh my God,
handsome.
He's so clean. I love him so much.
Molly is currently living her best horse girl life right now.
Yeah, he's
The only thing that can make it better is if Molly was actually partaking in the cleaning.
yeah. He's getting. If you're wondering what is happening, he's got a sweat scraper on him, and he's lapping off the excess water.
Hey, Zilly.
Hi, Zilly.
You're very, very beautiful.
Oh my God, I'm not allowed to pet you, and
I wish we could pet
I
you.
follow the rules, but Zoe
You are
doesn't.
so amazing. Stunning you are.
Oh my God, it is like physically, I'm having to physically restrain myself right now. Like I'm physically holding on to my own hands because I want to pet them so bad, but I follow the rules.
We follow the rules. Do you want to hold the camera so you won't be tempted?
No, because it'll be shaky with my desire of pets. Just been oogling and ogling all these beautiful horses with shout out to cast member Ray, who's been teaching us a lot about the horses here. But I have to draw your attention to Walt Disney's Dragon Calliope. This is a musical instrument that is pulled by horses. It originally was steam powered, and Walt Disney himself bought this in 1955, and he used it in a couple of movies, and then it literally would go up and down the street at Disneyland, and then eventually they moved it over here in the 80s, and it would go up and down the street here. Arts of this are as old as 1907, and you can actually hear a little sample of what it would have sounded like. And they used 6 or 8 black percherod draft horses, which is what Jet, our friend Jet, is weighing about 2,000 pounds, and each horse can pull 3 times their body weight, so they got it on lock. But it's cool now that it's been restored and on display beautifully here at the barn. Another cool thing you can look at is this is the wedding harness room. So if you've ever seen weddings at Walt Disney World or pictures of weddings at Walt Disney World, you know that they have the beautiful carriage that's pulled by little white ponies, and these are all their bridles and harnesses and things. And you can read some of their names, which is kind of hard, but I can see Lucy, Jester, Gus, Gavin, Ferdinand, Carrot, Benji, and Lily again. Are there 2 Lilies? But anyway, as a horse person, this is very cool to see. And look, Jet's back in his stall now. All clean and handsome, aren't you? You're so handsome. As well as a little model of it being used. Then you can also see just the way horses are used around Walt Disney World. Again, there's those little ponies pulling a wedding carriage. You've got trolley horses. You've got this beautiful picture of Rapunzel and Flynn and Max, as well as some pictures of Walt Disney and horses. Walt Disney was an avid polo player. He had a family farm. So it's kind of just a nod to Walt's love of horses as well.
All right, after hanging out with some of the absolutely majestic horses at Tricycle Day Ranch, we are headed to Crockett's Tavern, which is a nice little, well, as the name would suggest, a tavern. It's a lounge here at the resort. And the reason we have selected Crockett's Tavern is because Trails End, which used to be a sit-down restaurant and is now a quick service restaurant here, serves primarily the same menu that is at Hoop Dee Doo. And since we're doing Hoop Dee Doo later, we figured we would get something a little bit different now. Taking a look at the Crockett's Tavern menu, they have a number of specialty called heritage cocktails. Now these are things like old fashions, and I'm seeing some moonshine utilized here as well. They also have some front porch sippin' cocktails, as well as some Disney family wines, other wines, and beers. Now, coming back to the Disney family of wines, you should note that they have the Fess Parker wines, 2 different wine varieties there. Now, Fess Parker is Disney's Davy Crockett. He is the actor that Disney brought in to play the part of Davy Crockett.
It's his tavern.
So, because it's his tavern, I mean, naturally, right, they're going to serve Fess Parker's wine.
What if they put little coonskin caps on the drinks? Like, what if, like, you know how some places you get, like, a little cocktail umbrella? What if it was, like, a tiny little cap with the coonskin cap? Someone should get on that.
Now, coonskin caps aside, Crockett's Tavern is mostly lounge fare. See, it says it at the top of the menu, lounge fare. That includes things like sliders, some crispy cauliflower, a fried green tomato sandwich, which is appealing to my southern heart, a charcuterie board, and, a macaroni and cheese burger? Okay. Our drinks have arrived. I have picked up the seasonal old fashioned, which is a clementine old fashioned. So that's Angel's Envy bourbon with some orange bitters and a clementine slice on top with a little bit of Luxardo cherry. Molly has picked up the Quail Trail Paloma. That is Terramana. Ooh, Terramana, the rock, the family. Terramana Blanco tequila with Hella Cocktail Company smoked chili bitters, grapefruit soda, and a chili lime rim.
Ooh. This, she said, is their kind of twist on like a spicy margarita or obviously a Paloma. I love the grapefruit because it's so refreshing. Definitely has a little kick. Can't really taste the tequila, which I feel like is probably dangerous. But that is light, refreshing. A little bit of heat would be perfect to sit out over on one of these rocking chairs out here and enjoy the view.
A porch sipper.
A porch sipper, to be sure.
Old fashioned time. Cheers. Well, that's actually so light. That's probably one of the lightest old fashions I've ever had. Angel's Envy as a bourbon isn't like a punch you in the mouth bourbon. It's also not super sweet, and you get a little bit of the citrusy orange flavor. But again, that's also light, like a clementine would be. So I'm fascinated. I think this is pretty good. I'm also curious to know what the other seasonal old fashions would be throughout the year, because maybe this is like the summer or late summer, early fall take. If you're an old fashioned lover, it's worth asking. This is tasty.
All right, as a little late lunch pre-dinner appetizer, we have picked up 2 items, starting with the chicken bites. These are your choice of buffalo garlic parm or blueberry barbecue sauce with seasoned fries, house-made ranch and blue cheese and celery. Basically boneless wings. We went with the blueberry barbecue because our server said they're pretty good and a little bit different, so like a sweet barbecue situation. And then also picked up the fried green tomato sandwich, which comes with a southern remoulade, citrus greens on top, and then also has fries. And that, just as a note, is plant-based. So excited to dig into both of these.
Now, as someone who was born in the South and has had many a fried green tomato from many a Southern grandmother, I have opinions, but I'm also excited. Okay, that was a really good bite, but I want to try the tomato on its own. I'm very pleasantly surprised. Still crispy on the exterior. A green tomato is an unripe tomato, so it has a very specific flavor profile. It's very bright and acidic and light. Doesn't have that same sort of like rich, like juicy flavor from a standard tomato. And the remoulade, the southern remoulade on top, it's kind of close to Cajun. It's a little zesty, not spicy, but a little zesty on the back end, with the greens on top, fresh bun. This is a pretty good sandwich. It's not the best fried green tomato I've ever had, but it's pretty darn good, and I'm really enjoying it.
I am excited to dig into these wings. Now, I will say, when I eat wings, I am a bone-in kind of girly. Boneless wings aren't a thing. They're just chicken nuggets tossed in sauce. Let's all be very real with what boneless wings are. And these quite literally look like Disney chicken nuggets, but I'm excited nonetheless. Nice white meat in there, crispy exterior, little sweetness and fruitiness to that barbecue sauce that's kind of offset by the like tanginess you normally associate with barbecue sauce. I'm normally like a hotter wing person, like I'm at least going medium, if not something spicier. But they're pretty good, and I'm gonna dip them in this house-made ranch. That ranch is unbelievable. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna dip a fry in the house-made blue cheese. The fries are unreal. They're seasoned. There's like salt, pepper are perfect. And then this creamy blue cheese, also house-made. The sauce game here at Crockett's Tavern is strong.
Okay, and now we are going to head into Settlement Trading Post, which is the second merchandise location here at Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground.
Our main mission, because we forgot to get it before, s'mores stuff.
Well, because we are who we are, we started looking at these posters on the outside of this merch shop to try to find some Easter eggs. And here we have a reward, right? There was a robbery that occurred on Oswald's Bridge. Oswald's the Lucky Rabbit. Willie the Giant, Willie's Ferry at Toon County. Honestly, it sounds like it was quite the situation there. But ultimately, our venture was semi-successful as Molly sits down at the checker table. They do sell s'mores items and s'mores fixins in mass there, but not the individual s'mores kits. Those you can pick up from the food truck right by the campfire, so that's what we're going to do when we go to the campfire a little bit later. King me. King me.
They don't have any more kings. King me.
A few moments later.
Molly,
Yeah,
we're very honest with each other.
yeah. I'm not good at checkers.
You're not good at checkers.
I'm not good.
We can practice if you would like.
But I did buy this Dale.
No, that's
No,
cute.
Chip.
That's
It's
Chip, yeah.
It's Chip. I bought this Chip to go on my Fort Wilderness themed bag that I also
Ooh.
have here because I'm all about the theming.
We do love
Committing
a
to the
theme.
bit.
All right, well, now we are here on Clementine's Beach.
Let's look at it.
Let's do it. Here on Clementine's Beach is where you can, are you good? You push it all the way in, and then it removes the hinge.
Do you think there's bears around here?
Well, we want to keep all wildlife out.
If there are.
Ooh. Now, Clementine's Beach is where you can catch the recreational boats if you would like to take any of the boats out and about, or it's also the landing where you can hop on a boat to the Magic Kingdom.
This is also where you can see the electric water pageant and the fireworks. It's also good to note that they have boat service in the afternoon and evening to Wilderness Lodge or Contemporary. So if you're staying here but want to head to one of those for dining purposes, perhaps, maybe you want to go to a little Steakhouse 71 or California Grill at the Contemporary. Maybe you want to do a little Geyser Point, the lovely grill and lounge at Wilderness Lodge. This little boat right here could take you. All right, we're headed back to the cabin now.
Yes.
We're gonna zhuzh before the Hoop Dee Doo.
It's a musical review.
I haven't been. Hoop Dee Doo underwent some changes when it reopened from the Panini, and I haven't seen the new show. They took out some stuff that it's probably time to come out and added in some new numbers.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for the Hoop, but now we're gonna zoom on back at breakneck speeds of like 8 miles an hour.
Listen, Dom Toretto would be floored by our pace.
Yeah, hit the NOS, Alan. Hit the NOS.
By the way, I want you to know in that moment I fully pressed down on the pedal and we did not change speed.
We're going this fast. And headed back to the cabin. Hello, beautiful horsies. Hello. I love the reality that we're in right now, which is just like we're on a golf cart waiting for a horse to go by. Like,
Only at like Disney, right?
this does not feel like I'm at Disney World at all. Like, I saw the Contemporary earlier and I got confused for a second because you do feel like you are in a completely different place.
It's true.
Look at these Halloween decorations. People go all out for the holidays here. I can't wait to go drive around and look at some when it's nighttime. One thing I do want to note is that unlike other Disney Vacation Club properties, there are not laundry facilities within the cabins like there are in some other DVC rooms, but there are laundry facilities sprinkled about the resort should you need them. All right, we've zhuzhed. We're about to head out the door to go to Hoop Dee Doo, but just wanted to touch on a few more things with DVC Rental Store, since again, that is how we are staying in this cabin, saved about $200. And one of the best things about staying in DVC rooms is that you are eligible for the deluxe and villa extended hours at the parks. So like at Magic Kingdom and Epcot, you can go to those. And you can often stay at a resort that is nicer, a deluxe level resort, for the same price as what would be a moderate with rack rate. So as always, I've pulled a few numbers. For Boulder Ridge, which is over at the Wilderness Lodge, for tonight, a studio room, which is like the DVC version of a regular hotel room, it would have been $611 tonight. Rack rate with Disney, $340 with DVC Rental Store. I pulled up some random numbers at Animal Kingdom Lodge, a 1-bedroom villa in December for Disney, over $1,400. $546 with DVC Rental Store, so like a third of the price.
Wow.
In February, a studio at the Grand Floridian, over $1,000 with Disney, $500 with DVC Rental Store.
So half.
Half. And a Boardwalk studio in April, $888 on Disney, $315 at DVC Rental Store, which I looked that same night. It would be more expensive on Disney to stay at either Port Orleans or Caribbean Beach.
That's wild. And what's great about DVC Rental Store is they've already had the best cancellation policy that exists for these types of services. And they've gone above and beyond to make it even better by now offering a cashback cancellation policy. Now, it does increase the cost of your purchase when you are staying at one of these resorts.
And not by very much. If you look at some of these price differences, it's really not a huge increase per night if you want this flexibility.
Especially considering the savings that you're getting from the rack rate from Disney. And that means depending on how far out you cancel your stay, should you choose to cancel, you're going to be getting money back.
Yeah, so this is a brand that we have chose to partner with because we truly believe them. I use them all the time. My family has used them. I book with them when I'm not filming videos because of what incredible deals they have. Plus, we've said this before, but I'll always hark on the fact that their team is all former cast members, so they know what they're doing. They're doing a good job. They've got amazing service. So just wanted to shout out and give them another thank you. And we love hearing from you guys in Discord and in comments, people that are like, I wouldn't have been able to stay at the beach club. I wouldn't have been able to afford that, but now I'm able to stay there, and it's always been a dream of mine to stay there. So we love hearing that as well. So let us know if you have been able to do that.
For sure.
And I think now I'm ready to
Hoop dee doo.
I need a washing board. Ooh.
And a set of spoons. Let's go.
Made it back to the settlement and getting in line to check in for Hoop Dee Doo Musical Revue. This is an all-you-care-to-enjoy dinner show that has been around Walt Disney World since 1974, which is amazing. And it, again, all you care to enjoy: fried chicken, ribs, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, just down-home country fixins. And for those who are 21 and up, if you'd care for it, all you care to drink, too. Typically, there are 3 show times for Hoop Dee Doo, and it's about a 2-hour experience from check-in to leaving the show. Hoop Dee Doo does have 3 tiers of seating. Tier 1 is your best seats. Tier 3 is your quote-unquote worst seats. They're not going to be worse. They just may be on the upper level or maybe not quite so front and center. Tickets start at $70 and go up to $78 for adults. For kids 3 to 9, that starts at $40 and goes up to $45. We have purchased Tier 2 seats. People love the Hoop Dee Doo so much that when we were exploring earlier at the merchandise locations here, we even saw that there's Hoop Dee Doo specific shirts now. So I'm excited to see it. I literally, like I was saying, haven't seen it for years. Alan, when's the last time you saw the Hoop? What year was that? We came with a bunch of friends. We did
5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID. It's been a long time. We came with a bunch of friends and did a staycation and we saw Hoop. But that was maybe in like 2018, 19? And for obvious reasons, we will not be filming and talking throughout Hoop Dee Doo Musical Revue. We'll be recording our voiceover after because we don't want to be annoying to the other guests or the performers who are trying to entertain and dazzle us with their songs.
As Molly mentioned, this is an all-you-care-to-enjoy affair that is filled with a bunch of down-home fixins. This includes things like house-made cornbread, coleslaw, cowboy beans, barbecued pork ribs, and, of course, the famous strawberry shortcake. Now, for those of you who would like to imbibe, the alcoholic selections include selections of wines and beers. We both chose the ever-popular Bud Light, or as some of you might call it, Bud Light. There is also a selection of non-alcoholic beverages, including sodas and tea for those of you who choose not to imbibe, and kids, of course. And if you'd like to purchase specialty alcoholic beverages, those are also available too. When we sat down at the table, there were 3 things waiting for us: the house salad, cornbread, and coleslaw. The cornbread itself was lightly sweet, a little crumbly, and tasted like, well, pretty good cornbread. The coleslaw was actually very tasty. It was well prepared. It was mayonnaise-based, but it wasn't too mayonnaise-y, for lack of a better word, and all the vegetables were still crisp and fresh.
The salad is pretty simple. Bag lettuce and carrots with some tomatoes, cucumbers, and a bunch of mozzarella cheese on top with a light, somewhat Italian-style vinaigrette. I actually loved the salad and probably ate the most of this of anything else just because of how much cheese they put on there. It's a sleeper hit for sure. Partway through the show, they bring out the main course, which is fried chicken, pork ribs, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, and beans. I dug right into some of the Hoop specialty, that fried chicken. Crispy on the exterior, nice, juicy, moist chicken on the interior. A simple delight, but they do chicken very well here.
And I tasted the ribs, which were fine. They're not going to be the best ribs you've ever had. They're also not going to be the worst. This is, at its core, mass-prepared pork. And while the meat wasn't perfect, I did really quite enjoy the barbecue sauce here. It was lightly sweet and very molassesy.
I've also never been one to turn down a potato, so I dug right into that pile of mashed goodness. And they were very good mashed potatoes, very buttery, a classic mashed potato, though I do wish it had a little gravy.
And I had perhaps the least memorable side on the table, and that was the cowboy baked beans. These were just fine, lightly acidic with a little bit of sweetness, and then, of course, the beans.
That was a beautiful review, Alan.
Thank you. I know.
Feels like I'm eating them again. I'm going to talk about the best thing on the table, which was the macaroni and cheese. This dazzled me in a way I did not expect to be dazzled at the Hoop Dee Doo. Some of the best macaroni and cheese I've had in Walt Disney World. It was so creamy. It was so cheesy. It had a little tang from some cheddar. I definitely feel like they were using some Velveeta or something in there to make it really creamy. It was delicious. My favorite thing, besides, again, the salad, which also had a lot of cheese.
And yes, while the mac and cheese was delicious, a little bit later, perhaps the best course itself emerged, and that was the strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry.
Shortcake! This was a much larger serving of white cake than I remember, and it was topped with beautifully muddled and sugar-covered strawberries. And to top that, an absolute mountain of whipped cream. That was definitely house-made. And altogether, the lightness of the whipped cream, the sweetness of the strawberry, and that density of the cake makes for a perfect dessert.
Take it away, Teddy Bear! Yappa dabba zabba 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 doodle. Yappa dabba zabba 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 yappa zooba. I wanna speak in Jawa and eat a quesadilla.
Saw the Hoop Dee Doo.
Yes, we did.
And now we are headed to the campfire sing-along where we can make a piping hot schmo.
A piping hot schmo.
And
Meet Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale are supposed to be there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, everyone's favorite chipmunks are there. So we're gonna do our Hoop Dee Doo review from
That is quite the mouthful.
from the golf cart, which is the best part of Fort Wilderness so
Yeah,
far.
and by the way,
Golf
dear
cart,
viewer,
awesome.
dear viewer, this golf cart review, I will be staring straight ahead at the road and not at the
Safety
camera.
first. Good job, Alan. Hoop Dee Doo, how do you feel?
I think it is a really good time. I think the food is fine. It's nothing you're going to write home about. What you're going there for is for the show and for the experience.
I do think some of the food is better than I expected. I was really into the salad, which sounds lame, but it was a very good salad. And the macaroni and cheese slapped. The macaroni and cheese, I think, was the best thing on the table.
That, I think I would agree with. Mac and cheese, very, very
Pretty good for. I mean, it's comfort food. It's nothing super fancy, but it's fine to good iterations of what it is.
I would agree with that.
But yeah, the show's a lot of fun. I am sad that they cut the strawberry shortcake part where the servers used to come out and do the strawberry shortcake dance. But I understand logistically maybe that didn't work out.
I also think that the strawberry shortcake was a little different this time. It felt bigger.
It was good.
I mean, it's very good.
Yeah.
I don't think the recipe changed. I think it was bigger
Yeah.
than it was before.
It's audience participation. It's silly jokes. It's a lot of fun. If you're into that kind of thing, like you obviously have to be someone that's into like dinner theater, and want to sing along and clap along and have like a cheesy performance in front of you.
Yeah.
If that's not your thing to begin with, the Hoop's not going to change that. But it's a good time. It's a good time, especially if you're staying here. If it's something you've never done, it's a Disney institution. So I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. It's a blast.
It's easy to take the boat over on a Magic Kingdom day, especially. It's easy to take the boat over. Just carve out enough time because the whole experience takes like 2 hours. Alan is quite a good navigator and knew where we were going, even though I had literally no clue. And we're headed to the campfire, which actually runs nightly. It varies, but tonight it was running from 7:30 to 9:30. However, there's a campfire sing-along at a specific time, which we're hoping to catch the last part of. Again, that's where Chip and Dale often show up. And then they also do Movie Under the Stars here, which you can see for part of the campfire fun too. But the campfire is free, and they do have a little wagon here if you want to buy, again, a s'mores kit.
From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Water. Sing it out now. Make it all about, do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around.
sing-along was very cute.
It was.
It's definitely geared towards kids, but they had a guitarist, and then Chip and Dale came out and did the Hokey Pokey, and it's just cute. There's just lots of fun things to do. Good old-fashioned family fun down at the fort. And then they started the movie Under the Stars, which was Descendants.
And I was like, guys, couldn't it be Descendants 2? Because the next episode of Zetas Lapidus, a Mammoth Club original podcast, is Descendants 2.
It's the next one we have to record.
And I could have really I could have gone and got my laptop, come back.
We could have done our viewing there. But
Yeah.
instead we jammed out to Rotten to the Core, which
True.
does slap. Got out of there before we saw Dopey's kid, though, because that brings up memories. And now we are headed to just drive about and look at some of the decorations, because people at Fort Wilderness love a holiday.
They do.
And they go all out, especially at the campsites, with over-the-top decorations and inflatables. And we're going to drive around and look at some of them. Look at this.
That's so cool.
It's
Look
so
at that big spider.
fun.
Look at that big old spider.
Yeah, that one's nuts. This is crazy. This
That's
looks homemade.
was it Oogie?
Whoa, the mayor's car?
That's so cool.
Oh my god, the Zero is huge. Wow.
That's neat.
This is so... Oh, and they've got a whole Haunted Mansion thing
oh,
going.
Whoa, that's so cool. Look at that.
Oh, the Leota
Leota.
tombstone is awesome.
Oh.
And there's the Hitchhiking Ghosts. And a bunch
Gravestones,
of the tombstones.
Mr. Toad, Crispy Bacon, Pascal Sawyer.
This is so fun.
Whoa, people really do. And this is even the biggest ones, I think. I've seen that Mickey one over a lot of different places.
Oh, man. Oh,
Wait,
Bucky.
He's a vampire
Bucky. Cruella. The dog from Pirates.
Oh, the Hitchhiking Ghost.
Oh.
Mando,
Oh my
Bucky,
god, there's the
Hitchhiking Ghost.
oh look, there's Haunted
Molly!
Mansion. Oh my,
Molly, look! Molly, look! Molly, look!
I
Molly.
hate that. I hate that her legs are moving. I hate that how her face is illuminated. I hate it. I hate that. I was gonna compliment the cute Doom buggy with the ghosts in the Doom buggy and the busts from Haunted Mansion, and then I have to deal with this. Also, it's really cute because a lot of people have like candy out, like baskets out, so people are actually trick-or-treating. Oh my god, we have a whole ghosty band.
That's so cool.
This is so fun. Gravekeeper. What's his
And
name? The wish.
Sisters, the Sanderson sisters.
The wish that fell into the tree. The Sanderson sisters, Maleficent. This is so fun. Whoa.
That is a lot.
This one's over the top in a great way. They're all different characters. That's awesome. And they're telling people to recycle their milk jugs with them, and then they'll make them a decoration.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, they have so many cool characters. Mulan, Simba, Scar, Princess Tiana, Queen of Hearts, Buzz and Woody, Gaston, Prince John. Oh my gosh, this is like amazing. Somebody's watching me.
Well, that was a ton of fun. Driving around and seeing all those lights, that feels really special.
Yeah, they definitely do it up big here at Fort Wilderness. I've heard Christmas is just as fun because they have all the different lights. And what a fun way to end a lovely day at Fort Wilderness.
So we will see you all bright and early in the morning.
Good night.
Night.
We've got some Love is Blind to watch.
Yeah, we do.
And then Hocus Pocus.
That's the one. We'll see you in the morning.
Good night. Good morning.
Morning.
It's so beautiful. Had to have breakfast on our patio, our porch out here.
Did a little bit of mobile order. I ran and picked it up this morning.
Trails End, again, used to be a full-service restaurant, and it was a buffet, and it slapped, and I'm sad that it's quick service now. But they did have some interesting-looking breakfast options, along with kind of your classic Disney breakfast options of breakfast sandwiches and a tacho bowl. They also had breakfast pizza.
And I couldn't turn down a chicken biscuit here with a little bit of egg and cheese on top. Ooh.
I mean, they share a kitchen with Hoop, so the fried chicken.
I have high hopes. Cheers, and then we'll trade.
Clink. That's fine. It's more unique than a lot of breakfast options at Disney. It's got sausage, egg, cheese, a hefty pouring of oregano. Someone went real hardy with the Italian seasoned shaker.
Looks like the sauce is gravy.
I think so. I wish there was more of that. I wish it had a little bit more flavor. It's besides the Italian seasoning that was, again, very heavy-handed. There's not a ton of flavor. I wish there was like more of the egg and sausage flavor personally, but it's a fine, unique option, and you can get a whole size of this pizza if you're feeding a bigger group.
As far as the chicken biscuit goes, the chicken is fried chicken cooked almost identically to what you're going to find at Hoop. Good amount of cheese on top. The egg has been cooked well. The biscuit, I think maybe the drive back made the biscuit a little bit less fresh on the drive from Trails End back
This is
here.
better, though.
But that is significantly better than the pizza. And it's also better than, I think, any of the bagel sandwiches that I've had.
Sure.
Oh no, any of the other breakfast bagel sandwiches I've had. So this is a winner. If I were coming back and staying here, I'd order this for sure.
I would have made sausage and eggs in the room. And by me, of course, I mean I would have ordered it and Alan would have cooked it.
No,
But
maybe next time.
I think that is one of the beauties of staying here is the full kitchen. People love that a lot.
I agree. All right, well, that brings us to an end of another staycation. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground.
I had a great time. I love this resort. I've stayed at this resort many times with friends over the years, and I think one of the best resorts for like exactly what we did, which is not leaving the resort.
I think, I agree completely. The rooms, not only are they brand new, the ones that we stayed in, gorgeous cabins, there's just so much to do here.
So much to do here, from the horses to, again, we didn't get to do everything, but the canoe, kayak, pools, trail rides, tennis, pickleball, archery, fishing.
I wonder how long it would take to do all of the things and never leave the resort.
Let's live here for a week and do everything.
I'm tempted.
There's so much to do at this resort, so if you choose to stay here, you have to spend at least a day doing resort things, because there's so, I mean, even just driving around on the golf cart and looking at the decorations was so much fun.
Now, all that being said, this resort is massive.
Yeah.
Not only does it have an internal bus loop to get around, they also recommend renting, golf carts like we did, which is, by the way, the superior way to get around the resort. And that means that if you're going to the parks outside of Magic Kingdom where you have a boat connection, it's going to take a little bit longer.
But even if you're going to Magic Kingdom, you're going to have to take the bus up to the settlement to then take the boat. So it's just not super convenient as far as getting to all the parks. Again, you'd have to take a bus up to the front of the park to then get a bus to any of the other parks or Disney Springs. Yep. So it's just, if you're staying here, you need to budget an ample amount of time to get around.
Sure.
I think another one of the cons for me is the dining.
Yeah.
I don't think it has the best dining. I think Hoop Dee Doo is a ton of fun, but you're not going to eat a Hoop Dee Doo every night. You're not. I mean, you could. You could love the Hoop Dee Doo musical review that much.
So much.
But it's kind of, the food's kind of all the same. Trails End is essentially the same food as Hoop Dee Doo. Similar flavor profile over at Crockett's Tavern as well. So there's just not a lot of diversity as far as the food goes. But the big pro is that you can bring as much stuff as you want. You've got a grill right here at your resort. And I think a lot of people like actually cooking some stuff at home or obviously eating out elsewhere amongst Disney World.
All in all, though, I gotta say, this resort always just blows me away with its beauty. I think being out in nature amongst the cabins, even if it is just an absolutely massive resort, it's very pretty.
You said this was one of your top 5.
It might be, yeah, I think it's in my top 5.
It's a great resort. Yeah. All right, so that was some down-home frontier fun. What was your favorite thing, real quick?
Tri-Circle D Ranch.
Yeah, meeting Zilly.
Yeah.
Meeting Zilly, the horse. Was
seeing Jet again.
Seeing Jet. Yeah, just seeing the horses. But the Hoop, a close second.
Yours the...
Well, obviously, my horse girl,
Horse,
but,
yeah.
seeing the Hoop, a close second. I love the Hoop. But let us know where we should do our next staycation. We are working our way through all of the Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando resorts.
Yeah. But until next time, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and please come join with the Man Fam in the conversation on Discord. We would love to have you. Links for all that are down below.
Thank you again to our friends at DVC Rental Store for sponsoring this video and helping us save on our cabin. Make sure to check them out before booking your next Disney stay. Their link is down in the bio. They can help you save a ton of money on amazing Disney resorts. And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it's been a hootenanny. Hee-hoo.
Hootenanny.
Ha! It's been a fiddling good time.
Well, howdy.
A hollering good time.
Bye, y'all.
M'lady.
No.